Hello, everyone, and welcome to For the Love of Nature, nature podcast where we tell you everything you need to know about nature and probably more than you wanted to know. Today, we are going over our very last episode in the NOAA series that we have in our season break. Next week, we do start season 8. We still can't believe it, but make sure you guys listen next week as we kick off our new season. Until then, we want to thank Allison Black and everyone else who helped her record episodes upon NOAA, and just thank you guys for helping us out. Until then, here's the last interview.
Okay, I have Amanda here. Amanda, can you introduce yourself and tell us what you do here on the ship?
Yeah, I'm Amanda Jacobson. I am a biological science technician and plankton lab technician, so I help collect zooplankton samples out here.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this particular job?
It's going to be 2 years this summer, so between a year and a half and 2 years.
Okay, and do you work for NOAA, or how is your job structured?
Yeah, so I'm a contractor. It's a pro-tech contract, so different companies bid for different contracts that NOAA puts out or any government organization. And so I'm employed through a contract company that won one of those contracts.
Okay. And what does a typical day on the ship look like for you?
For me, well, on this trip, I was on the night shift. So I was working 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I was sleeping most of the day, waking up, having dinner for breakfast, and then getting started with my bongo stations. The bongo net is what we call our zooplankton sampling net. It's called that because it has 2 nets with a frame that kind of resembles bongos.
They look like giant net bongos.
Yeah. And then we did about 6 stations a night, processing those, washing down our nets, and then preserving the samples.
So what kind of samples do you get when you say samples? What are you collecting from these nets?
Yeah, so it goes through the water column down to 200 meters in a V pattern, and we tow it through the water.
Okay.
So we pick up whatever little creatures are in the water that can't swim faster than our net, basically. The nets are 300 microns, and so they pick up zooplankton. The phytoplankton usually goes through the smaller things, and then we're picking up mostly zooplankton, and that can be anything. We got a lot of salps this trip, a lot of copepods, a lot of krill, myctophids, a big jellyfish one time, some little squids, larval squids.
Well, that's cool. What is your favorite part of doing this job?
My favorite part is just seeing what comes up in the net every time. It's always interesting, whether it's a lot, there's always something you didn't expect or just something interesting swimming around in there. And also just being out on the water, getting to see new species of marine mammals, especially on this trip.
And what about your least favorite part about doing this job?
Well, sometimes the schedules can be crazy like this, where I'm nocturnal for a little while. Getting used to that can be tough, but overall I enjoy it. Sometimes it's hard being away from home, but I still like getting out here no matter what.
For sure, I understand that. What has been a highlight of this trip so far for you? It doesn't have to be plankton. You can say it.
Well, I'll do a plankton one. And
there you go.
So I think I saw some larval squids swimming around. Well, this was before I preserved them, obviously, but swimming around in my sample jars, which was really cool to see. Yeah, just taking pictures of that. But then a marine mammal highlight was seeing the false killer whales, because it was a new species for me. So that was really exciting.
That was very exciting. And they were a new species for me, too. Okay, so last question. What do you think people would be most surprised to find out about what life is really like on a ship?
I think the fact that we do 24-hour operations. So I'm up at night doing my plankton sampling. And on this trip, at least, I'm the only one sampling at night, the only scientist awake at night. But during the day, there's always things going on. In other trips, there's all different types of operations happening both day and night. So it's interesting. Like, you're always kind of missing something, which is interesting. Like, I want to be awake during the day seeing all the marine mammals, but I need to get my zooplankton collection done at night.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Amanda. It was nice to learn about plankton and what you do here on the Gordon Gunter.